Everything feels different this offseason. The energy, the focus, the quiet intensity that builds behind each rep, it all points to something bigger on the horizon. There's a sense that what's unfolding now isn't just the build-up to another season, but the opening pages of a story we'll be talking about for years to come. A potential turning point, a shift in eras, perhaps even the final journey of a generation-defining group. And as the pieces start to fall into place, the questions become louder. Is this the beginning of something new, or the end of something legendary? But first, be sure to hit that like button and stay tuned for more updates. The Kansas City Chiefs offseason activities are officially underway, and if you thought this would be a quiet lead-up to the 2025 season, think again. Chiefs Kingdom, buckle up, because what's unfolding could very well be the start of a historic, emotional, and possibly final chapter for some of our most beloved heroes. All eyes were on Patrick Mahomes as he stepped up to the podium on day one of OTAs, the voluntary team workouts that kick off the NFL offseason program. And the face of the franchise looked not just ready, but energized. Not just focused, but happy. And that matters. In Kansas City, when Mahomes is happy, we all exhale. His message was loud and clear. He's loving what he's seeing from this new-look offense. Mahomes praised his receiving core, emphasizing their speed and explosiveness, and specifically called out Travis Kelce, not just for his iconic chemistry with Mahomes, but for his dedication. If it's the last ride, Mahomes said, referring to Kelce's possible final season, you never know. The way he's working, it doesn't seem like a guy who's tired of the job. Let that sink in for a second. The last ride. That phrase alone is enough to send chills down the spine of every Chiefs fan who's lived and breathed the magic of the Mahomes-Kelce connection. It's not official, but the tone is changing. Kelce flirted with retirement before returning for what now feels like one more all-in push. Combine that with the presence of veterans like Andy Reid and Chris Jones, and what we're seeing might be the beginning of the end of an era. A last hurrah. A last dance. But make no mistake, this isn't the end of the Chiefs dynasty. If anything, it's a call to arms for everyone in that building to make this season unforgettable. But what's most exciting? Mahomes said Coach Reid has been pushing him to air it out more, to stretch the field, and to let his playmakers go get it. That's the kind of aggressive, no-holds-barred football Chiefs fans live for. With Kelce still grinding, a crew of fast, hungry receivers, and a motivated Mahomes, this offense could explode in 2025. But that's not all. Rashee Rice, a player many feared might miss significant time, was notably absent from the OTA session, but not for the reason some expected. He's not injured. He's recovering from an illness. That's a massive relief for Chiefs fans. Andy Reid explained that Rice was kept out to avoid spreading illness in the locker room, but noted that Rice was excellent during Phase 2 of workouts. More importantly, Mahomes himself recently included Rice in his private workouts in Texas and didn't hold back. He said Rashee Rice looked like an elite receiver. When Mahomes says that, it means something. That endorsement could mark the rise of Rice as one of the top 10 receivers in the league. And if he stays healthy, Chiefs Kingdom, you better believe it. Switching to the defensive side, George Karlaftis, affectionately known as Furious George, is gearing up for a monster year. The Chiefs picked up his fifth-year option, locking him in through the 2026 season, and the defensive end made it clear he wants to stay in Kansas City as long as possible. I love it here, he said. I don't need to prove anything to anybody other than the people in this building. That kind of loyalty is rare and deeply appreciated by fans. Karlaftis has tallied over 18 combined sacks over his first 2 seasons, and all signs point to a breakout campaign in 2025. He's focused. He's trusted. And he's becoming a pillar of this defense. But with every offseason, there are contract questions, and Chiefs GM Brett Veach has earned a reputation for waiting until the final hour. Just ask Chris Jones, who missed a game in 2023 due to contract drama. So while optimism remains high for an extension, fans may need to be patient. Veach prioritizes his moves, and while Karlaftis is near the top of the list, Trent McDuffie might come first. Back to the offensive side, let's talk about Isaiah Pacheco. The bulldozing back didn't have the 2024 season many expected, largely due to a lingering injury from early in the year. There was even speculation that his role had diminished due to friction with Andy Reid. But those rumors? Dead on arrival. Reed praised Pacheco's physical condition this week, saying he's bulked up and looks fantastic. And Pacheco, now surrounded by new faces like Elijah Mitchell and Bahard Smith, is embracing a leadership role. I feel the need to keep leading the guys, putting it on tape and having fun, he said. And how about this? In addition to chasing another Super Bowl ring, Pacheco just earned his college degree from Rutgers. That's grit. That's commitment. And it speaks volumes about who he is on and off the field. Now let's talk trenches. The offensive line has a battle brewing, and it's getting spicy. At left guard, it's Kingsley Suamataia versus Mike Caliendo. And if that name Kingsley sounds familiar, it should. Suamataia has been making waves this offseason. Reed confirmed he's doing a really nice job. But here's the curveball, what about Jalen Mayfield? The Chiefs paid him $15 million. Are we to believe he's a bench warmer? Or is he in a silent competition with Donovan Smith at left tackle, with the loser possibly shifting inside to guard? Something doesn't quite add up. Reed's words are encouraging, but don't count out Mayfield just yet. So now I'm turning it over to you, Chiefs Kingdom, what do you think? Is this truly the final ride for Travis Kelce? Will Rashee Rice live up to the elite label Mahomes gave him? Can Furious George take the next step and become a defensive anchor for years to come? And what about Isaiah Pacheco? Do you believe in the bounce back? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And while all eyes may be on the star players, it's the depth and development beneath the surface that could ultimately decide how far this 2025 Chiefs team goes. The left guard battle is a perfect example. Kingsley Suamataia is turning heads, not just with his performance but with his composure, work ethic, and the way he's quickly adapting to the pro level. Andy Reid's praise wasn't just filler, it's a signal that Suamataia could seriously factor into the starting five. But Mike Caliendo is no pushover. He's been grinding behind the scenes and is making his own strong case. This isn't a position battle in name only, it's real, it's competitive, and it's one of the most intriguing subplots of the offseason. Then there's the curious case of Jalen Mayfield. The Chiefs don't usually spend big money without a clear plan. That $15 million figure doesn't scream backup. So what's the move? Could we see a reshuffling up front? Is Mayfield quietly being lined up to step in at left tackle if Donovan Smith falters, with the loser of that duel sliding inside to guard? It's a puzzle, and Chiefs fans will want to watch every rep in training camp to see how it unfolds. Ultimately, what we're seeing now in OTAs is a team that knows what's at stake. The veterans are laser-focused. The young players are hungry. And the coaching staff is pulling every lever to ensure this team peaks at just the right time. The whispers of this being the last dance for this version of the Chiefs only fuels the fire. So what do you think, Chiefs Kingdom? Who should be the starting left guard? Is this really the final push for our core group of legends? Is the offensive line ready to protect the Kingdom once more? Sound off in the comments. Go Chiefs!